Good morning, everyone. Our subject is database management system using Oracle with paper code CA10. In database management system subject, we will discuss the following topic one by one, such as what is database, data versus information, database management system, what are various approaches to access the data, database characteristics, database architecture, what are various database application, and what are the various terminology used in the database. 12 core rules for relational database management system, and last one is normalization. Every topic we will discuss in this video one by one. So before understanding the database management system, we go to the first topic, what is database. Database is organized collection of related data. Database can be consist of any type of data such as text, images, video, audio, etc. When whole data is stored at one place, it became a database. Now, what does mean database? Database is a collection of data. Means when we collect the different types of data which can be of any form, and we store at the one place in organized form which is related to each other, then it become a database. Now this is the journal diagram of a to represent a database. It is not a physical entity, it is a logical entity. Just to represent it is a database. Now it can store text like 0 to 9 numbers, A to Z characters, alphanumerics, so on. It can store images, graphics. It can store videos of any types. It can store audios. So collection of all the data but which related to each other and in organized way, known as the database. So next one is data versus information. Before going to the other topics, we need to know what is the difference between data and information, because in some of the places we interchange the terms. We need to know how both are the difference. First one, data. It is unorganized collection of raw facts and figures in form of characters, symbols, words, etc. It does not convey any meaning to user, so difficult to understand. Now, how we know whether it is data or not? Data is the raw collection. It can be character, it can be symbols, it can be words, but they does not convey any meaning to user. So that's why user unable to understand what is actual it is. For example, here I am using 50. 50 is a data because it can be marks, it can be rupees, it can be weight, it can be length of anything. So it does not convey any to the meaning to the user what actual 50 represent. There can be so many meanings but no any unique meaning of a 50. So 50 is a number which is raw data which does not convey any meaning. Similar, if I write any number like 1 5 0 0 0 4. Now this is also a number but it does not convey any meaning. Because it can be pin code number, it can be rupees, it can be weight. So which does not convey any meaning or which is only a collection of a characters or symbols, that is known as the data. The next slide we will study information. It is organized form of a data which conveys some meaning to user that is processed form of a data. It helps to take a meaningful decision. Here is the user. So for example, in the last example I have written only 50 but now I have written is the marks 50. So it is the information because it conveys some meanings to the user. If I write only 50 then it is data. When I processed it and add some more content to the data then it will convey some meaning. So if I write only 50 then it is the data. So now it is information which is processed form of a data because user can easily understand 50 is the marks. Now here is also one problem, marks of which subject. It is not a complete information. So I can also write marks 50 then name of subject. So data can be processed number of times to represent the information more and more accurate form. So information is a processed form or organized form of a data which help to take a decision. If I have the data only then I not able to take the decision, but I have a information then I can take the decision because this is an information. I can take a decision whether it is a marks or not. So in the general diagram, first data is taken as the input and given to the system. It will process. After getting process we will get the information. Hope you well understand data versus information. Now next slide, we study database management system. It is software tool which allow to define, create and manipulate the database and their structure and provide a control access to the user. Now in the first slide we have studied what is database. Now I have a database, but how to create the database, how to manipulate database, how to provide a permissions to a database, all these things are handled by the some tools. That tool is known as the DBMS tool, that is the database management system. Now DBMS tools are which are available in the market. Some of I have written, like here is the SQL Server, that is product of a Microsoft. Another is the MySQL. Third one is the Oracle. So these three are the DBMS tools which are used to handle the database. How to create a database, how to manipulate the database, how to provide a controlled access to a database and provide the permission to the user. Database management system consists of different terms such as database, which we have already studied. Second one is the management. Management means to create the database, to manipulate the database, and provide the control access to the users. And third one is the system. System means which takes some inputs, after processing give some outputs. So combination of these three terms we will get the DBMS, that is database management system. So next one is approaches to access the data. How different access to approach the data. There are two approaches: traditional file approach system and database approach system. Firstly, data is stored in the form of files, that is known as the traditional file approach system. And now we are using database approach system. Database approach, in which we can store data in the form of files and tables. In the traditional file approach system, in this approach, all the data records are stored in the form of files. Various application programs are written to access appropriate files, that is to add and fetch the data from a file. So if different department using different types of files, then they can use the different application program to access the files. Every application program define and manage its own database. For example, one is the account department, another is the sports department. And sports department can have its own application program to access its own files, and account department can have the application program to access its own files. So these file can be of different types and these file can be of a different file. So every program has its own file definition. Which files are accessed by this application program may be not accessible by this application program. So to access the every kind of a files of different types, they have its own a application program. So we have to rewrite the sum of a application program, which is drawback of a file approach system. So traditional file approach system generally store the whole data in the form of a files, and they are accessed through the application program to access a appropriate file system. I hope in the all slides what I have studied you have understand well. So next video we will start with the what are limitations of a traditional file approach system and how it is different from database approach system. Thank you.